Hi there and good evening. This is Ben Stubbs of the Flamenco Guitar Podcast and Flamenco for You Guitar Tutorials. And welcome to this live streaming. I just wanted to hop on here and give you a couple of secrets for the flamenco guitar. And those particular secrets have to do with how do you practice silently in the wee hours of the morning or late at night when you don't want to disturb your neighbors or the people around you in other rooms or other floors in the house or your apartment. So, what the secret is something very small, something very inexpensive. We're always looking for something inexpensive, right? When it comes to the guitar, because the guitar can get a little bit expensive with accessories. You're always getting cables, pedals, and all those kinds of things. Well, what we have here is drum roll, the secret to being able to play your guitar at any time without bothering somebody. It's the sordina, or a little sponge mute that you could use on your guitar to make it almost silent, but much less loud than it is. So, going back to Andres Segovia, the classical guitar player, who has given us so many wonderful transcriptions for the classical guitar repertoire. He says that he once said that he saved the nylon string guitar, the classical Torres model of guitar, from the noisy hands of the flamenco guitarists. And when I heard this, and I thought, well, it's quite a statement, right? But he is right for his time. I think there was some pretty noisy hands playing the flamenco guitar. So, the flamenco guitar can be pretty loud, but we can make it quiet with this. So I'm going to show you how to practice in late at night, like it is here for me in Southern California. It's we're in the 11 o'clock hour, so it's late. And thanks for joining us here. If you're watching live, go ahead and tap in the comments, silence, right? Or loud. Tell me how's it going for you tonight. Glad that you can join us. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the sordina and you're going to drag it underneath the strings through the sound hole like this so that it doesn't fall into the sound hole. If it does, you've got a little bit of a problem, right? That'll be a whole other tutorial to show you how to get that out. But anyhow, so now it's here underneath the strings. So it's surpassing the low E string and the high E string. Now you're going to grab both ends and then pull it back. And depending on the thickness of it, you may have a little bit harder time bring it back to the saddle. Okay, so you want to have it a little bit flush like this to the saddle. As you play each note, it should retain the tonality of each note. It shouldn't sharpen it. The closer you bring over your sponge to this part right here, it'll tend to mute it more. But the problem is that it's going to get in the way of your playing. So if you're playing any technique, arpeggio, picado, anything, raquel, it's going to get in the way. So you got to get this back towards the saddle like this, okay? So now you've got this on, and you can play. It's much quieter. You can hear your instrument, but it's much quieter for practice. So really, you could do any technique. If you wanted to do some alzapua with tapping. Listen, that's much quieter than full volume, right? And we all know that when you're doing raquels, that's when the volume really increases. So you can do those as well. Much quieter, not completely silenced, but you're definitely not going to bother people with this tool. What if you don't have a foam piece for the sordina? What you can use is another item. You could use a towel or something that's on your foot, a sock, right? If you've got a short sock or a long sock, tube sock, doesn't matter, as long as it spans the length of the strings. So you've got the sock right here. My gosh, I'm showing you my sock on the live stream. This is embarrassing. So it's down flat. So what I want to do is kind of fold it through a little bit more, so it actually makes more contact with the strings, more pressure. And there you go. I didn't even have to use sordina. I used my sock as a sordina. Same principle here. Bring it close to the saddle so it's out of the way. Okay. So what can you do? You could do everything. You could do arpeggios, you could do requeos, alzapua, everything like that. So that's a tip on how you can practice or practice your repertoire and do all that stuff that you need to do after it's been a long day and you haven't had a chance to get in those practice repetitions and study. And the only time that you have is at nighttime or early in the morning, and you don't want to wake up your family or your neighbors. This is what you need. And it's not only for that as well. You can use this while you're warming up in backstage in the dressing room if you're a professional guitarist. You could use it when you're just on a regular day when you're practicing, because what happens is it's helpful to hear the response of the strings as you're going through the whole gamut of the strings. When it's quiet like that, you can really hear and feel the action of the guitar, the response. And it allows you to concentrate a little bit more on the amount of pressure that you're putting on a string. So then after you warm up there, and you're not hearing all this loud sound right off the bat when you pick up your guitar. So it kind of calms your nerves, I think, and kind of acclimates you to getting up to a higher volume when you're practicing, right? Let's see what else. What are the other benefits of using a sordina? I think that one of the other benefits is that it just allows you to mm, get more in tune with the notes that you're playing and the pressure that you're using with your right hand, I think. Um, as for the left hand, keep in mind that you can always practice with your fretting fingers and not make any noise and not even use the sordina. You can go through all the motions. You can go through an entire song or falsettos like this and not strike anything on your guitar. So you can always practice at the wee hours of the morning or late at night, especially with your left hand, because you're not going to make any noise that's going to wake up anybody or disturb anybody. So I hope that made sense. If anybody wants to hop in and have any questions right now, I'm free for the next couple of minutes. And yeah, it's getting late. It's probably getting time for bedtime for yours truly. And it probably is for you too. So having said that, it's been a fun hopping in on this lesson right now on this live little stream. And next time, we're going to talk a little bit about the 12 count for bulerías and how it's not as hard as you think it is. You just need to really feel it and know when it starts and know when it restarts. So until the next lesson, make sure that you go ahead and you like this video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And go ahead and go to flamencoguitarclub.com to go to my new school site where you can access my courses and Entre dos Aguas, including that, and all the different kinds of exercises that I show. Everything is fully notated and made into tablature. It's easily available to print out in PDF format. And everything also is available in SoundSlice Interactive Tablature. It's a groundbreaking software that's free to you when you join the school program for only $39 a month, and you'll get all those resources sent to you on your mobile device or your PC, PC, or your laptop right away. And what's cool about the SoundSlice, what I love, is that you can speed it up and slow it down and study it at your leisure. I also make sure that all the Guitar Pro files are available for you too. So if you have a Guitar Pro and you like to study your music there, that's also something that I put in on all those courses as well. So you can get your feet wet. But if you're really looking into getting some more guidance and personal lessons with me and join a community of like-minded guitarists that are on the same journey as you, then you're definitely going to want to book a call with me. So you're going to go to flamencoguitarcourse.com and book a call with me. And of course, go to flamencoforyou.com and join the mailing list to get more resources as they come in and stay in touch. So until then, we will see you next time. Get some sleep. Have a good night.